Most people begin building an artificially intelligent application creation by immediately throwing out their ideas for features and other visual necessities that are ahead of the prompting order structure. And that's the reason AI apps become inconsistent, confusing, and difficult to repair. Now, I like to start out with a foundational prompt. My name's Mike. I've developed over 25 published apps so far. And along the way, I've learned that prompting order absolutely matters. And it makes a cleaner, more efficient, less buggy application. I have created a free foundational prompt that you can use for free by downloading and using as your initial prompt for every idea, vision that you have to create your own artificial app. You can find it at MikeKnowsAIApps.com. Look for Foundation Mike, download it, reuse it as many times as you like. It's my gift to you. If you'd like to learn the other 22 steps to creating an excellent, professionally polished app, subscribe to my course. It's the cost of dinner, one dinner out, to learn the full layout of the prompt order theory. This will make all the difference in your future apps. You can even go on and download my already pre-constructed apps if you like. Pick and choose. They're found on the resources page. Now, this very first prompt will establish app's official identity. You're going to define the app's name, purpose, intended user, and the problem being solved behind the idea for your application. And it's going to identify which features belong in the very first version of your app, because as you know, as things go along, you will want to add additional things as you come up with more ideas. It's also going to tell you which things should wait. So this foundational prompt is going to establish your name of your app. And before you actually pick a name, make sure that you can find a domain name to match so your users can easily find you. It's going to establish the logo. If you don't already have a logo created, you can go to any AI chatbot, tell them what your app name is, what the idea is, and ask it to design one for you. If it doesn't create the best thing right off the bat, give it a few more prompts, tell it exactly what you want or what you didn't like about that initial logo, and it'll make you another one and hopefully come up with one that you love. After you have that, you're going to go ahead and have it create your favicon. Now, that favicon is that small little icon that goes in your browser tab and in the header of your application. Okay, so you're going to define those things, the color, typography, and overall visual style in this very first prompt. You can also upload a background picture if you want to use an image or if you want to have AI create a background image for your landing page. These are all the things you're going to attach to that very first prompt. So this creates the initial landing page direction, builds a clean, responsive application shell, and prepares the app for the remaining prompt order series. Now, why must this come first? Because this prevents the AI builder from doing whatever it wants and inventing a random project name. The problem with a random project name is then you spend your time trying to search for that project name and having it replaced with the new name. And sometimes the AI builder likes to just keep throwing out that random name instead of the name that you actually wanted. So if you establish this in the very first prompt, that actually takes care of that whole issue right there. It also stops the builder from generic branding and applying that throughout your app as well. It prevents the logo and favicon from being altered, replaced, or even used incorrectly. And it keeps the app focused on solving the one clearly defined problem, your user's pain point. This also prevents the AI from prematurely creating databases, APIs, payments, authentication, or any other unnecessary features that you did not want to include. This establishes one consistent identity before that identity gets repeated throughout the entire project and you spend all of your time trying to make that correction or that popping up in random places. Now, the full logo is used for prominent brand presentation, especially on the landing pages and the authentication pages. So it's really important that you establish this right off the bat. And the favicon, again, is that compact icon used in the browser tab, app header, bookmarks, and even later for your PWA installation. So FoundationMike tells the builder not to interchange, redesign, recolor, crop, or even distort any of these images. And what it initially builds for you is the basic public landing page, responsive header and navigation, footer placeholder, correct logo and favicon placement, brand colors, your background image, typography, initial buttons and card styles, browser title and basic metadata, basic routes and page structure, and overall a consistent experience across your mobile, tablet, and desktop devices. What it does not do, it does not attempt to build the entire app for you. It doesn't try to do your authentication ahead of time or your database architecture, should you have a database, your security, your RLS, payments and subscriptions, APIs and AI integrations, your admin center, which is very important, advanced features, analytics, PWA, SEO, conversion, all of those things. So those systems are added later in the correct order using their own specialized prompts. Why does this prevent problems, you might ask? Because it reduces duplicate routes and components. It prevents unnecessary technical complexity, and it stops the AI from inventing features or business rules and prevents fake testimonials, statistics, claims, and functionality. It's going to create the cleanest project you can possibly create, and it's easier to expand and maintain in the future. It gives every future prompt a stable, consistent starting point. Now, before moving forward, FoundationMike is going to verify that the official app name is used consistently, the logo and favicon appear correctly, and the app's purpose and intended user are clear, and the visual identity is consistent, the landing page works across all screen sizes, and doesn't build anything unnecessary prematurely. Then your project's ready for your second prompting step. And again, you can use my prompt for free with all of these things already built in on my course app page, MikeKnowsAIapps.com. Just look for FoundationMike and you can download it and reuse it as many times as you want. So think of FoundationMike as preparing the land and pouring the foundation before building a house. It doesn't build every room, install the plumbing, or decorate the interior. It establishes the identity, direction, and structure that everything else is going to be built upon. And once that foundation is correct, the next step is Vision Mike. And that creates the complete product vision and constitution. Like and subscribe for more videos in the future about building AI apps. I'm Mike from michaeljoetech.org. Happy building.